Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 102nd. What a journey it has been. Thanks to COVID, that we were able to meet regularly thrice a week, Friday, Sunday, and Wednesday. We meet for 1 hour and we speak for plus minus 2 minutes. And for the rest of the session, we only listen. That means we are planning, are we intended to learn more than we speak. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining today again and making this family complete. Because of you, this session is successful and this platform has become famous and literally global. Thank you so much again. Today, our topic, Smart, is none other than a very famous, a regular Toastmaster who grabs the opportunity to give you a topic every Friday. He is hailing from Pakistan and right now connected from Saudi Arabia. And his name is Toastmaster Umar Farooq. To support him, we have very supportive, a very kind, beautiful lady, and she is a friend, she is a family member, and she is like a mother, and she's always there to support when nobody is there to stand even. Ladies and gentlemen, that lady is none other than our own family member, Toastmaster Savita Kamath, who will explain timing mechanism for today's meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Savita, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year to all of you. As you know, the timing for table topics is 1 to 2 minutes. So, at the end of 1 minute, you will just see I've already started my timing at my background. It will turn green, 1 minute 30 seconds yellow, and 2 minutes red. Request all of you to wind up. See, it has turned now green after 1 minute, and you can see the timing also. Request all of you to wind up within 2 minutes 30 seconds so that everyone gets the chance to enjoy this impromptu speech which is hosted by Toastmaster Umar. So all the best to you and back to you, DTM Amjad.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Savita, ma'am. Really appreciate for your support. Ladies and gentlemen, I would request and appreciate if you can keep yourself muted throughout the session till your name is called up by the topics master, Toastmaster Umar Farooq. Ladies and gentlemen, this session is being recorded and will be published on YouTube channel if you like to see your version. The reason to publish on YouTube is only to watch yourself again. How did you speak and how can you improve for your next session? Now, without further ado, please put your hands together to welcome our topics master of today's meeting, which is 102nd Toastmaster Umar Farooq. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, DT Amjad. Happy New Year to everybody, and I hope everybody reveled the last New Year night and Eve, celebrated and had seen the fireworks and enjoyed every bit of it. So today I was thinking, what should be the theme, and this will come as a suggestion also. And I have picked this topic from a book called The Daily Stoic from Ryan Holiday, and it has 366 topics, every one pager topics for every day of the year. My 365 days, 365 topics, one page topics are there, words of wisdom for one every page. So from that I have taken up the topics, and I suggest everybody, if it's the first day of the year, every day they can read the topic and get informed. It's a very amazing and very thought-provoking book and highly recommended. So now we will begin. Our first speaker is Savita, but we can take it to at the end, or you can do it now.
I can do it now, no problem.
Okay, so your topic is, I will tell you, you don't have to have an opinion about everything. I'll repeat, you don't have to have opinion about everything. Toastmaster Savita.
Thank you very much, Table Topic Master, and Happy New Year to all of you again. Opinion, to whom it matters. It matters to the person, I think, who is concerned with it, not to everyone in this world. Why we are so much bothered about everybody's opinion? We should not be bothered about opinion. When a person has decided to do something and he is good enough to take whatever path the person has taken. Only the people who are concerned, only the people to that to the goal that matters, only that people's opinion should be taken into consideration if it matters for the consequences. Otherwise, everybody is different, every individual is different. Individuality, we should respect everybody's individuality, and because each and everyone in this world is different, they have their own opinion, and as a human beings, as a matured person, we should respect each other's opinion, I think. And everybody's opinion matters because they have their own maturity or education in that particular subject. So according to me, opinion should matter only if the concerned persons are there, or to whom the consequence of that particular goal or particular work matters. Otherwise, people, spoil their life or spoil that matter in opinions of everybody. No, I don't feel that. You should be well concerned or educated enough to go ahead in whatever life you're taken and have your own opinion with your own education. Thank you very much. Back to you, Table Master.
Oh, a wonderful thought process, Tosmasrita. Lovely. Now we have with us Sushant, our Cavalier Sushant.
Am I audible, table topic master?
Yes, you are audible. I have an easy topic for you. Education is freedom. Education is freedom. Sushant.
Yes. Education is freedom. But first of all, we all need to know what freedom is for. Why freedom is given to a particular person. Freedom is just not given to a person just to do whatever he likes. A freedom is given to a person to do something something that is very much important, something that is very much good. Whereas one of the thing is education. These days, everybody says that one of the best weapon to beat someone, to prove someone, is education. And I feel that that's true. Because today, a degree, a person with a degree, simple degree cannot get a job. But whereas someone who got most of the marks gets more than a person who just has a single degree. That's the value of education. It's growing higher by higher. It's growing every day, every second, every minute. That's the power of it. I too feel that education is something what I love as well. New things, history, science, mathematics. We all feel that it is difficult, but we should see it from a different angle. That makes us see things easy. This is the way I take it. Education is freedom. Table topic master.
Wonderful thought process for a kid, huh? Sushant, good. Keep it up. We have with us Zainab,
Yes.
another stoic advice or stoic words of wisdom for you. Listen carefully. I will put it in chat also. Many may have come to their fate while dreading the fate. I'll repeat. Many may have come to their fate while dreading the fate.
Okay. First of all, a very happy new year to all of you all. I hope the new year is brighter and better for all of us. The topic that has been given to me is many may have come to their fate while dreading the fate. So I feel this is a very apt topic for all of the people here, and everyone can agree to it, especially because we have people from so many different parts of the world, from so many vast age groups, so many people who have so many different experiences. We all try to better our future in any way we can. We all try to make a safety net. We all try to make a safe zone. And we dread anything bad that could have ever happened to us. Or even if there's this slight possibility of something happening to us, we try to change the outcome as much as we can. And I feel this is just basic human nature that we always want good for ourselves and we try to make the good better. But in that process, we forget that I'm a strong believer in destiny. I feel what is destined to happen will happen. But at the same time, you're given choices of how you want the things to roll out, but it will eventually happen. So I feel fate and destiny go hand in hand. You can work for it. You can make it as you want or apt to your situation till a certain length and revel in the moment that you have while you're at the high. But at the end, things will roll out how they're supposed to roll out. And at certain points, things aren't under your control. And I feel the best example was last year, 2020. Everybody had plans, everybody was dreading not traveling, or for me, it was dreading not going to university or just staying at home all the time. And for different people, everybody had like different fears. But when 2020 happened, nothing was in control. Everybody was isolating, everybody was at home, travel plans were cancelled, family functions were cancelled, everybody was torn apart or put together, depending on what your fears were. And I think that's it. So I do agree. The fate does happen. What you could do is just keep your head high and keep a positive attitude and accept what it is. And that would be it. Thank you so much. A happy new year.
Interesting reply is that Zainab has the technique that what she believes in and what the topic is. She brings the topic to what she believes in and tries to answer it with that. That's interesting. Okay, so I we have with us Hishan. Hishan,
Hello.
I I have another stoic topic for you. Simple one, not that difficult. Your topic is anger is bad fuel. I'll repeat, anger is bad fuel. I'll put it in chat also. Anger is bad fuel. Heshan.
Life is a wonderful journey. No one knows what would happen tomorrow. Pass the day smilingly. Don't worry about the rest of the world. Don't worry about the rest of the world. During our lifetime, we could face different problems. It could be family conflicts, job-related conflicts, and so and so. For those problems, we should change the attitude of which we are looking on them. For example, there might be a difference in opinion. How to resolve that? You should discuss them quietly and peacefully. By discussing problems quietly and peacefully, we could come to final resolution which will be benefited to our life. To end my speech, I would like to select a quote from a philosophical Hindi song sung by Muhammad Rafi. How if an enemy raises a storm? By trampling the storm, the ship finds its own shore. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
A wonderful attempt, Heshan. Good. Now we have with us Suraksha Kafle, I believe.
Yes, hi. Hello, everyone.
Yes. Yes, can you turn on the video also?
Can I talk without turning on my video?
It's okay. No issues. So your topic is cut the strings that pull your mind. Cut the strings that pull your mind.
Cut
Sur-
the strings, pull your mind. Is
yes,
it
I
the topic?
I put it in the chat also. Okay.
Okay, in life, we come across a lot of things. Something there are positive things as well as negative things. Positive things always push us to do something better, whereas negative things always drag us towards disappointment and all. So, as the topic suggests, got the strings that pull your mind. Yeah, if we find something bad, something negative that is dragging us into disappointment, something bad, then it's better not to hold that string, not to hold to that thing. It's better to cut that string that is dragging us into uh, negativity and disappointment. That's all. Over to you.
Interesting thought process. Well done, Suksha. And we have with us Babu Narayan. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
It's a very profound quote from that book, Daily Stoic, and that quote goes like this: "The man is pushed by drives and pulled by the values." I'll repeat: man is pushed by the drives and pulled by the values. I'll write it down also.
yeah. So, table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, and there are any guests, esteemed guests. Happy New Year to all of you. I must first of all make an honest revelation because I have to use the word that I have not had any revelry last night. If it can be interpreted in two different ways. Okay. Now, in our journey of life, at different stages, we are often pushed in different directions. These could be our desires, these could be due to circumstances that we are pushed into doing something. These could be the influences of people around us. So there is always this push factor which is playing on us all the time. But many a time we know that something that is driving us is probably driving us down the path of ruin or down the path to nowhere. And at that point of time, it is the values that kick in, the values that you have learned perhaps from your childhood, from your own parents, from all the good people around you. And it is this value which perhaps helps you to maintain that balance when you're walking through life. Just imagine if it were a force one way, like the push, you would probably be hurtling down the road to nowhere, the road to ruin very, very soon. But it is this value that keeps holding you back, and it ensures that whatever you do is done in the best of interest, not just for yourself, the people who depend on you. So I would say it's a push and pull which helps you to navigate through life. Over to you, Toastmaster Omar.
Wonderful improvisation, Babu sir. Well attempted. It was a tricky topic, but well attempted. Now
Thank
we
you.
have with us, who is there next? Okay, Yusuf. Mr. Yusuf.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so some stoic advice. One day it will all make sense. I'll repeat. One day it will all make sense.
One day.
It will all make sense. I put in chat also.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, I do agree with the statement that one day it will all make sense. Like now, it doesn't make sense why this pandemic happened. We all keep on thinking why and why and why. Why does it come to us? Why does it come from China to Indonesia, to Dubai, to America, to anywhere? It doesn't make sense, isn't it? It started in China. Why do I have it here? I keep on thinking and thinking why and how it happened. But I believe one day it will make sense to all of us. Just like this life, the life changes every single moment. It doesn't make sense. I want to be happy all the time, but some bad thing happened. It doesn't make sense again to me. But I forget that there is good and bad. There is night and day. There is a good thing and a bad thing. We all have to take it. It will all make sense in time. Thank you very much. Back to you.
A wonderful thought process, Mr. Yusuf. Well improvised also. We have with us Rehan. Rehan is there? I think Rehan is not there. Okay, let's move on. Ajay sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir, your topic is impossible without your consent. I'll repeat, impossible without your consent. I'll put it in chat also.
Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, a very, 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 very happy and a healthy new year to all of you. And trust me, the fact that the topic given to me by the table topic monster, as we call him, not the master, impossible without your consent. Exactly. Your in this context means me, myself. It's nobody else outside. If I decide in my mind, if I step, the first thought which comes in my head, so to say, in my brain, when I'm approaching a situation, is that it may not happen. Trust me, 99% chances it will not happen. And if I start up in the morning, believing, okay, this is a wonderful day, beautiful day, and I know most of the things I'm going to achieve in the morning, then trust me, I have experienced myself that I succeed in most of the things and planning to do. It's a word which is in my mind, and without my consent, it's not going to work. If I say it's impossible, it's not going to happen. However, I revel in the fact that I never use the word impossible. I always break it down a little bit, like Omar would love to hear it, that I am possible. So always say that, and trust me, nobody else has the power to direct and to move and to fulfill what you wish to do, whether it's a goal, whether it's personal, anything in life. I'm not convinced that you can do it. It's very essential that you have that thought process, because thoughts really over a period of time become behavior, and behavior reflects in your action, and action is nothing but what you appear to the world. So trust me, believe in the concept I am possible, and that is only possible with your own consent. Over to you, T. Omar. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, motivational, inspiring words, Ajay sir, as usual. Great insight, and that's true. Everything is possible if you put a mind to it and focused attention. Let's move on to we have Babu Gupta, an interesting table topic speaker. Babu Gupta is there.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so your topic is you don't have to stay on top of everything. Stoic advice: you don't have to stay on top of everything. Babu Gupta, I have put it in chat also.
It's literally not possible to stay top of on top of everything. I think if someone is in top of everything, it's the Almighty or the God who is in top of everything. Human beings can never be on top of everything. Human being chooses a pathway, like we choose in Toastmaster. Pathway means his career, and he moves on that particular path. If he will try that I will become a good cricketer and I will become a good footballer, then he will say I will become a good businessman. What will he become? He will become a jack of all and master of none. And sadly, nowadays, a jack of all and master of none is are usually found sitting jobless. So if you need to achieve something, you will have to choose one path and become that and get on the top of that that industry or that skill. Because if you will say that I want to be a good human being, that's okay, but you cannot be good on each and every professional lines or professional grounds. So if you be on top of one thing, you will achieve all the happiness that you want to achieve, because once you are on top of one particular thing, you will feel that I have achieved something in my life. So there is no need to be on top of everything. Keep focus on one thing and work on the right direction. The success will come to your feet and you will be on top of the world. Back to tabletop.
So, like Titanica, I am the king of the world. Huh? Great, wonderful reply, Babu, as usual. Now we have with us Sharman sir.
Yes, sir.
Sharman sir, your topic is sometimes pleasure can become punishment. I'll repeat. This is another stoic wisdom advice. Sometimes pleasure can become punishment. Sherman, sir.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mr. Table Topic Master and Global Interference. And if you have more leisure time, you are wasting your valuable time, then you get the punishment. And after some time, you have to repent, you have not done on time, and you are procrastinating, and procrastination is a crime. And also in the new year, sometimes we let go our bad things, bad habits, or the uh, unwanted things, and adding new things what we are going to make the life successful. And for that you have to have persistence or continuous achievements or continuous learning and achieving things. Sometimes you are what do you call this uh, get onto the rut. It says you're not focusing enough to your area, so you are putting a wrong, coming to the wrong track. Then you, what are the important things sometimes you forget to achieve. So you have to every day in the morning you have to have things, and the time you got up from the bed, and have a plan. And after the breakfast time you can see what has happened the last few hours. Then you can have a successful day, and then come to the another checkpoint at by about 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock in the mid lunch time, what I have achieved, whether I have wasted my time, valuable time. So likewise, anyway, if you look back, you can see sometimes you have wasted your time, but that's according to the situation what we have acted. And over to you, Mr. Tabletop Master.
Interesting thought process, Sherman, sir. Great words. And now we have with us Monu.
Hello.
Monu, I have a stoic advice for you. You have to comment on it. Protect your peace of mind. I'll repeat. Protect your peace of mind. I'll put it in chat also. Okay. Wait 1 minute. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Good evening, all fellow Toastmaster, and Happy New Year to all of you. Protect your peace of mind. First of all, what is a peace of mind? As in my previous speech also I said, we are rushing in this world. Every time we are just working, and working from morning to till night, in office, in home, at homes, in every places. What we are not giving the time for ourselves. We are not taking care of ourselves. So apart from physical activities like walking, cycling, and any sports activities, we have to take care of our mind. And how can we keep healthy of our mind? By the meditation. So to work properly in our daily life and every life, every day, we have to give some times for our mind so that we could find a peace in our life. Until unless we will not give a time for our mind in isolation, that will not recover itself. We need to rejuvenate our mind every time. Now, how can we protect our mind? In this rushing world, we can see the many of the things are going on. Everyone has worries and thinking to achieve the success and even worrying to get the things so fastly. And in this case, we are just forgetting many of the things that can cause a many trouble for us. So for that case, we have to protect our mind. We have to protect our peace of mind. Just give some times for yourself. Spend some times with your family. Spend some time with your friends. And try to find the peace of your mind. And that way you can find whatever you want. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Omar.
Wonderful thought process, Monu. Well done. Now I will call Anushri ma'am because she was at the start. She wanted to. Anushri ma'am. Yeah, okay, Hindi teacher. Okay, another stoic advice. So your topic is see the world like a poet and an artist. See the world like a poet and an artist.
See the world like a poet and artist. Namaskar,
Yeah.
my global impromptu family and friends. This is a topic which actually close to my heart because being a poet and writer, definitely we need to see the world from that perspective. Why? Because you know the poet and the writer, poet they have a heart and the writer they have a mind. And what a nice combination if we have mind and heart together and to see this world what is a better way, because if we are seeing the world in this with the mind and is tell you what is the right thing or that appropriate thing, and your heart never speak wrong. So when you are merging these two, definitely nothing goes wrong. So keep your heart on or open and keep your mind also on or open to receive anything, or definitely it's not mean you take everything in that way, but world to see with these two, I don't think so any other better way to see the world. These two if you are taking, the world will be a better place if we all are think with our mind and with our heart. Over to you, Umarji. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful thought process. Now we have with us Sunita ma'am. Let's revel this new year with some wonderful stoic advices. Sunita ma'am, I have a very interesting advice for you. Okay, the cause of my irritation is not the person, but me. The cause of my irritation is not the person, but in me. I'll
Thank
put
you.
it in the chat also.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you, Toastmaster Umar.
Happy New Year to all my global impromptu family. The cause of my irritation is not the person, but me. So very true, but very rarely we realize this. We tend to lose our temper with people around us when they don't do exactly the way that we expect them to react. And that is not their mistake. It is because we don't have the presence of mind and the maturity to understand that they are responding to the situation in the way life has taught them, and you are not able to control your reaction to them. You have a way of thinking, you wear blinkers, and you think they have to respond in the manner which you think. And this is not going to happen always in life. Even at home with your children, you think they are a coloring book which you can fill with colors, but they are not going to be following your footsteps. You have to give them the freedom to do what they want. And so you think that if they are not following what you are doing, they are wrong, and you get irritated with them. Whereas this is not the fact. You have to allow each one to make their own mistakes and learn from them. So it is, the mistake is in you, because you expect things to go in a certain way. You want things to be done in a particular way, and you have to be ready to accept other people's point of view. You have to be able to think that it is their circumstances that make them come to such conclusions, behave in such a manner. And so understand that there is nothing wrong in the way they are behaving. It is up to you to not be irritated and learn to control your emotions. Over to you, Toastmaster Umar.
Wonderful thoughts and well expressed on the topic. Now we have with us Elios from, I think,
Surabaya,
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Yes,
Yes.
Indonesia. Empire Toastmasters, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So your topic is, if your choices are beautiful, so too you will be. I'll repeat. If your choices are beautiful, so you too will be. I'll put it in the chat also.
Okay, wait. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests, what do you think about choices? Well, in life, we have every single choice. First of all, when you get up in the early morning, do you want to get up or you just want to continue your sleep? And then in the afternoon, do you want to eat something spicy or eat something sweet? And then let's move into the evening. Do you want to get healthy by doing some exercise? Or you just laying down in your bed? Enjoy your beautiful bed that has been your partner for your entire life, especially in this 2020 when you are just laying in the bed, skipping every schedule and continuing your daily life, new normal life. And what will happen in the night when you think that, oh, I should end this day? You have the option. Either you want to pray to say grateful of this day, or you just go to the sleep and just like, oh, this is a normal day. This is a usual day. Well, that's the choices that you will have in one day. And if your choices are beautiful, so too will you be. Every single choices define what you are. If you choose the correct one, you will be the correct person. Well, it doesn't mean that if you choose the other one that you are non-correct person. It just means that every single choices you made, you should take responsible of it because I know that you are a responsible person. Back to you, the topic master.
Wonderful thought process, Elias. Yes, we are free to choose. but not free of the consequences. Okay, so now we have with us Sumant. I think Sumant I saw, but I think he's not there. Sumant. Sumant is here actually, huh? Hello. Yes, Sumant. Sumant is not there. Okay, Jatin. Jatin, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
I have a relatively easy advice for you, Stoic. Pay for things that are worth. Okay, I will repeat. Okay, 1 minute. Pay what things are worth. Okay, I'll put it in the chat. Pay what things are worth.
Okay. Um, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, fellow Cavaliers and senior Toastmasters. So basically, Happy New Year. So the question is really nice, and my topic is pay what things are worth. And I agree this topic because whatever you do, you need to know if it's worth or not. Like we want to study, like for a coming exam, and you need to study, so you can that it's worth it. At least and it will help us in the future. But then when we are playing games and we really want to play, but it won't help us in the future, what can we do? We just play games and waste our time. So I agree with this topic. Like whatever you do, it should be worth it. It's not like before time pass. Thank you, and over to you.
Dinisha ma'am. Dinisha ma'am, are you there? So your topic is circumstances have no care for our feelings. Your background sound is there. It's the, one minute. Okay.
How about now?
Still background noise is there.
I'll come back with the.
Okay. Maybe we can take you later on, no issues. Okay. Dushyant, are you there? Cavalier Dushyant. Dinisha ma'am, you can mute yourself first, then we can. Okay. Dushyant. No? Dushyant is not there also.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, Dushyant. So your topic is another stoic advice. 1 minute. Circumstances have no care for our feelings. I'll repeat. Circumstances have no care for our feelings. I put it in the chat also.
Can you give me 30 seconds time?
Just speak what you understood.
Okay.
Silence is the best answer?
Yeah. So, hi friends, I'm EP Dushan Sanjeev from Reverse Team Gravel Club India and from Chennai. And the topic given to me is circumstances have no care for our feelings. So we know what is feelings and what is circumstances. Circumstances is a thing that happens in a special way, and feelings are like sadness, happiness, and careness, like that. So circumstances have no care for our feelings, because if a circumstance happens, there will be no feelings, and the feelings are separated from circumstances. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful attempt, Dushyant. And we have Eddie with us. Eddie,
I'm here,
Eddie, from the book,
Toastmaster Umar.
it's a question. Okay, why you need to impress these people again? I'll repeat. Why you need to impress these people again? I put it that.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Umar. So I agree with the statement that you offer me, why we need to impress the people again. Because sometimes people need to be reminder for more than one time. So when we speak people or for the first time, and we do not give them such as a good impression, then people will forget us. So that's the reason we need to impress them again. So for example, when the first time I meet my friend, my business partner, and I talk about a lot about my business, but in the middle of the conversation, and he had a phone call, and he forgot the conversation that we had met. Repeat what I need to put in concern in order to make the impression, in order to make the topic on the track again, in order to make sure that he and I are on the same wavelength. So here I want to highlight it that so we need to impress the people in order to leave good impression, but always avoid to be too much revelation, because revelation will lead to confusing. Back to you, Toastmaster Umar.
Yeah, nice attempt, Eddie. Nice attempt. Farida ma'am, Dr. Farida.
Yes, a very good evening.
Dr. Farida, you are a very good speaker, so I have a very good topic for you. Stoic advice. Okay. Our soul is sometimes a king and sometimes a tyrant. Our soul is sometimes a king, sometimes a tyrant. I put it
A
in
very
chat.
good a very good evening to my global impromptu family members. The topic that has been given to me is our soul is sometimes a king and sometimes a tyrant. Yes, I truly relate to this topic. I had thought that I will be a rebel and speak against any topic given, but really I feel for this topic. I personally am a person who follows my soul. I do what I wish to do rather than being dictated. I prefer to do what comes more naturally to me. If I'm in a place or a situation which I am not comfortable with my own inner self, I tend to stay away from that situation, even if it is not to my benefit. And sometimes our soul puts us in a tricky mess. Sometimes, like, you don't really have to speak the truth, you don't really have to do the righteous thing, but if you follow your inner conscience and your soul really controls your actions and controls your thoughts, it does not allow you to take shortcuts. It does not allow you to take the easy path, and you are forced to to slog and to sweat and to be do the difficult correct thing. Usually in life's pathways, this is a fact. This is a time and tested fact that always the easiest pathway will be the screwed pathway, the skewed one. If you want to be on the right pathway, it will be the most difficult pathway to take. And I am unfortunately a a slave of my soul, and I don't mind going the extra mile or slogging a tad bit just to do the righteous thing. And while all of us are still reveling in the New Year celebrations, let me encourage all of you to follow your soul, be a slave to your soul. It's okay. Let your soul be a tyrant because your soul doesn't develop in one night. It takes ages and years of cultivated habits, of good teachings from your parents, from your religion, good things that you've adapted from your environment to build your inner conscience and your soul. A very good evening to everybody.
Wonderful thought process, and I would like to be the captain of my soul, not the slave. Okay, it's just kidding. And now we have with us Ruth. Ruth, the flute master, FTM. Huh? Yes, Ruth, your topic is
Hi.
yes, your topic is fear is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Fear is a self-fulfilling prophecy. I put it in the chat also. Stoic advice.
Thank you, Mr. Topics Master. Fear is a self-fulfilling prophecy. How many times have you tried to do something and someone said, "Watch out, be careful," and then the thing happened? You forgot, let's say you were roasting chestnuts, and you forgot to make the little splits. And somebody says to you, "You're going to make a mess when you cook," but then you did. You made a mess, and you've chestnuts in your attic, you've chestnuts in your basement, you've chestnuts in your bathroom, you've chestnuts everywhere. That person was scared that you were going to mess up, and then you messed up. And you messed up big time. And people remember that story forever and ever. And if you even go near some chestnuts, they'll quake in fear. They'll say, "Oh no, there's going to be an explosion of chestnuts." It's true. We do revel in our past fears, and sometimes they stop us. But sometimes it's good to have a little bit of fear. I still fear split chestnuts. Absolutely be splitting them. The other thing is that my husband sometimes is scared when I cook, and for good reasons. He has a fear of expiration dates. To me, expiration dates are a suggestion. And I think it's fine. If the yogurt says December 30th, 2020, I am fine eating it today. But he is not. He has a fear of food poisoning, and there's a good reason for that. But anyway, my advice to you, fellow Toastmasters, is enjoy your revels. But when you roast chestnuts, be sure to split them, or they will be in the attic, the basement, and your bathroom. And nobody will ever let you live.
Ah, fearless Ruth, huh? Good, good, well answered, well handled. Now we have Jessie, ma'am. Jessie.
Yes.
Jessie, ma'am, your stoic advice is freedom isn't secured by filling up on your heart's desire, but removing your desires. I'll repeat. A, fear is freedom isn't secured by filling up your heart on the heart's desire, but by removing your desire. I put it in the chat also.
Yes. Happy New Year to my global impromptu speakers. And I feel 2020 is not a year to revel in any entertainment, because 2020 is given to us reflection maybe. So no revelry this year, whatever is this. The coming year also, new year also, no revelry, but in reflection of things to come. Freedom is not secured by filling up our heart's desire, but by removing our desire. Everything that we are free to choose, that comes with a responsibility. Now, if I have a desire to travel, probably, there is a consequence uh, there's a consequence that you might catch COVID or not. Yes, in that. So everything that you think that is a freedom, it's not a freedom. There is a freedom has a sacrifice. That freedom has a cost factor. But the best thing is to stay unattached to the heart's desire. That if you are unattached to the heart's desire, your freedom, you don't consider that it is a freedom. As it comes, you go by what it is. Meaning, now you have to travel, which is not your heart desire. You are willing to do that. So in that, there is a freedom, and there is, in that freedom, you have a peace. This is what I think. Every freedom is, if you try to fill up your hearts, that is not a freedom. The more you remove from the heart, the more you remove from your heart, that will make you free. And this is what I think. Over to you.
Interestingly answered and improvised. It was a tricky question, I have to say. Interesting topic. Now we have with us Dinisha ma'am. Dinisha ma'am, can you take it now?
Yes, Uma. How is now?
It's perfect now. So your topic is don't make things harder than they need to be. Don't make things harder than they need to be. Okay, I put it in the chat.
Don't make things harder.
Thank you for the topic. Uh, Happy New Year to all of you. Things need not to be harder. Uh, Can you repeat it, Uma, please?
I put it in the chat. Don't make things harder than they need to be.
Okay. Uh, don't make the things to be harder than it need to be. Yes, always we do many things, and sometimes we do it very easy, and we are lucky to have the things in the right way. Sometimes we have to do with a great effect. Sometimes it is not fruitful. There are many hard things to do, and sometimes even by doing harder and harder we will achieve that. Or sometimes very easily we can revel the things that we achieve this, and we can enjoy it with revelation. And but sometimes before the things happens, we think whether we can do that thing, how we have to do. The things have not happened actually. We are making a lot of problems for us to answer. So without thinking like that, if you wanted to do something, we have to act on that. And without making unnecessary concerns which are not actually happen. If we do like that, what happens? We make a lot of problems. We think it is too hard for us to achieve. For example, if I take from my life, actually I wanted to do some higher studies, but with my housework and office work I couldn't think on that. I thought it is harder for me to do a lot of office work, and after in the evening at house. And I actually, what I did, it is, since it is harder, so I dropped it. But one day I thought I must do, because otherwise I go obsolete. So I had to do. So without thinking much other problems, I got into the water. Then I had to swim. So then I didn't think any of that. So I had to swim. Anyway, I had to swim and across the water. So that happened. So don't think the things harder than it needs not to. It need not that harder. So you have to act on this in the right way. That's all, with your purpose and dedication. Over to you, topic master. Thank you.
Wonderful thought process, Dinsha ma'am. Good, well answered. Now we have Chandra Moli. Chandra Moli is with you. Us. Chandra is with us. Chandra? No. Okay, Angelina. Angelina, I saw Angelina. VTM. What is VTM?
Yes, visiting Toastmaster.
Yes. Can you open the video also, if possible?
Okay.
Okay. So your topic is another Stoic advice. We sell things of great value for things of very little, and vice versa. We sell things of great value for little, and vice versa.
Make me save for a second. Yes. Hello. Can I audible?
Yes, you are.
All right. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster. For me, it is a challenge because in pandemic, so many things about the frequent. I mean that is it's not sometimes the company, for example, several company is good, but several company is not good. But that is a new challenge for the new year because we have to grow from a little, and then we have to think out box. So after that, we can see everything from the moments, and then we will the optimistics. I mean, that is very important because the pandemic can make the many experience, the experience from the not confidence because so many people not confidence to meet the people. That is a new challenge for the growth. So, but don't be afraid because we have to new activity and then new the network. So that is we have to mix together and we have to from the small things from our skill and with all friend and all people will be the diligent to achieve the goal. Thank you and over to you, Toastmaster Umar.
Interesting thought process, Angelina. Now we are past that time. Can we accommodate 3-4 people or more? Or what do you suggest, Amjad? Or first we do with you, then
Up to you. It's up to you, Mr. Topic
okay.
Master.
We can accommodate with we have only Chandresh, Kwan is left, I think, and Sumant also. Other than okay, we'll go ahead. And we have with us Chandresh.
Yes, sir.
So your topic is peace is in staying the course. I'll repeat. Peace is in staying the course. I'll put it in the chat also.
A very happy new year to all my fellow Toastmaster brothers and sisters. Peace is in the moment. Peace is in the present. After all, what we are in race, what we want from our life, peace and happiness, right? So if we are victim of our past, if I have done these things, if I have done these things, and if we are continuously comparing ourselves with the others, then we will be in pain. If we want to make our life peaceful, we have to live in our moment, in our present. If we live in the worries and unnecessary stress of about our future, then what will happen? We will be again in pain. So peace is right now. Peace and happiness is right now to live the moment. So friends, what you are choosing? Your past, your present, or your future? No doubt, as per NLP, you have to repair your past. You have to settle up your past, and then you can live in your moment, live in your present. And don't make unnecessary stress about future, because tomorrow will never come. Whatever is there is in today. So live today happily. A very happy new year to all fellow Toastmaster brothers and sisters.
Interesting thought process and well adjusted and improvised. And we have Kwan with us, Kwan from Singapore, double DTM. Huh? Kwan, Kwan Hong Ten, माफी मौजूद Sumant.
Yes, can you give me?
Oh, you are the Cavalier, huh?
Yes.
I have to give you an easy topic then, huh? Okay. Okay. What is the enemy of happiness? Your topic is what is the enemy of happiness? Sumant.
Okay. The enemy of happiness. It's not anger. It can't be. Because anger is the is a little bit of happiness that has gone in the wrong direction. But while ignorance is actually the enemy of happiness. If you ignore something, you might not, suppose you ignore a joke, you'll definitely not laugh. Suppose you ignore a small, tiny detail in your work, and then you'll not be happy as that tiny detail will cause a catastrophe in your work and will throw a spanner in the works. So ignorance is the only enemy of happiness. So, why is ignorance there? Ignorance is there as it is an emotion that many people under experience over times when they're either busy, bored, or maybe even distracted. So, the real enemy of happiness is ignorance. And I wish, as a New Year resolution, to reduce that. In this year, I wishing you a great year ahead in 2021. I would like to conclude my speech.
Wonderful, Sumant. And ignorance is the opposite of it. That's good. That's deep. So now we have with us Chandra. Chandra Moli, are you there? No?
Yes, I'm here.
So Chandra, your stoic advice is be the one who cannot be upset by anything outside their reasoned choice. I'll repeat, be the one who cannot be upset by anything outside their reasoned choice. I'll put it in the chat also.
Okay. Very good evening, Mr. fellow Toastmasters and Tabletop Master. Happy New Year, first of all. The question is, be the one who cannot be upset by anything outside their reasoned choice. That's true. That's true. You cannot control the outside environment. Everything is happening within you. You are the one have to control yourself. The external emotions and people sometimes, when I try to deal with people and people, even in fact, students, I talk to my children's teachers, I tell them, the children, when they go to classroom and Zoom calls, every time they bring their own emotions. It is a teacher to transform them into the bright stars by understanding their emotions. So when you're dealing with other people and see what kind of emotion they're trying to bring in, understand it could be strong emotion or weak emotion. So based on that, you react rather than you expect them to have it in your own way. So that way, then we will have a fruitful communication, then end result is going to be amazing. Understanding the keys, understand the emotion, and accept what it is, then react accordingly, then you will see amazing results. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Wonderful thought process, Chandra. Well done. We have with us none other than DTM Amjad. Last but not the least.
Yes.
Your topic is self-deception is our enemy. Your topic is self-deception is our enemy. I will put it in the chat also.
Thank you so much, Mr. Topics Master. Self deception is our enemy. Without any doubt, how can you deceive yourself and prove that you are loyal to the world? Impossible. We are all living with ourselves 24/7 without any discount. We sleep with ourselves. We go to washroom with ourselves. We think all alone with ourselves. And if we are not loyal to ourselves, with our thoughts, with our personal uniqueness, then how can I tell you, Umar, I trust you, Umar, I believe you, Umar, I like you? I have to like myself. I have to stop deceiving myself, first of all, then start proving to the world. Today I was recording one session and uploaded on social media that start with yourself first, win yourself first, win your heart first, like yourself, respect yourself, appreciate yourself, then only you can change the world. Because imagine you have a headache and you are living in a golden room, very expensive, you have all lavish things are all around, but you believe or not, you will hate all those expensive things because you have a headache. That means it's not about external things, it's about your internal. And after that, if you are all well and healthy and you are just with your next few friends and just outside having a cup of tea, trust me, that will be much, much, much better than that golden room. That means the internal world is more important than the external one. The internal world starts from our self belief, not self deceiving. So, ladies and gentlemen, I completely buy this statement. Self deception is our enemy. It's not only enemy is just a small word. If there is something bigger than enemy, that is called self deception. So please stop making yourself fool. Let's stop making ourselves fool, because we are very important people. We have to respect ourselves. Stop undermining ourselves, because what we can do, there is no other creature on this planet can do. So ladies and gentlemen, respect your uniqueness, respect yourself the way I'm trying to do by myself. Thank you so much. Back to you, Mr. Topics Master.
A wonderful thought process, DTM Amjad. Nice words, quite inspiring. Everybody was so inspiring today. And the book that I from the which I shared this, I will be sharing it in the chat also as a gift for the new year. Every day you can read 365 topics and 366, okay, actually. Every day you can read one topic for the rest of the year, and you will get a lot of wisdom also, and some inspiration. With this, I will hand over back to DTM Amjad.
Thank you
Everybody
so
enjoy.
much, Toastmaster Umar, for managing this show successfully. Now we have your topic on the way from two people. Let them decide. It's Toastmaster Ajay and Toastmaster Sushant. So go ahead,
Uh,
sir.
This time I'm going to catch Umar.
oh,
Sorry, Sushant.
अरे पहले भी आपने दोनों ने एक एक करके दोनों ने दे दिया था टॉपिक साथ ही.
Okay, we'll give you two. Don't worry.
No, one is okay. Okay, if Sushant wants to take it, no issues. I can take.
Okay. First, let me give you what I feel as a stoic advice for you
Okay.
or anybody for in the forum of 2021 is
Yes.
choose the right narrative. Feed the right wolf. Choose the right narrative. Feed the right wolf. I'll put it in chat for you as well.
Don't feed the bad wolf. Huh? Okay, that is great. Actually, don't feed the bad wolf. There are two wolves that reside within us: the good and the bad. That what we feed them is what we get, and whatever we are feeding, it's good or bad. It's up to us. It's a choice. When you are choosing the narrative, you are choosing the. You are not choosing the consequence. Consequence can be anything, but choice is the power of choice is within you. Whether I believe that there is a yin and a yang. See, there is good and bad and good. Whatever you are focusing on, it is, if it's negative, it will amplify and be more of it. So it's up to you how you can comprehend it and how you want to go about it. It's all about how you value yourself, what are your values, and what you are feeding yourself. The two wolves, the bad and the good, you need both of them. I don't think that you can put starve one of them and the other you are trying to starve. You will be feeding both of them. What who you are feeding more, that's up to you. And that's will you how you decide your narrative also. Narrative means you are trying to decide what you will do with your life, what are your goals, what are the people you are, what you are doing for the other people, and what are the things that drive you and motivate you to be the person that you are and that you want to be. If the growth can be positive, can be negative, you are growing in the right direction or in the wrong direction, it's up to you. You are the deciding factor. You are the CEO of your life. Promote, demote, terminate, whatever is not serving your own purpose. You have to be selfish sometimes, and selfishness is sometimes self love, and that self love is very important. Feeding yourself love, care, and kindness is very important also, because you will be living most of your life with that person that lives within you. So feed that feed that person hope, positivity, and goodness. Over to you, Tabitha.
Thank you, Umar. That was fantastic. Over to you, Amjadji.
Thank you so much, Ajay sir, for giving him a topic. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how we manage our global impromptu speaking sessions. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to our own Madam a timer, Toastmaster Rita ma'am, for a timing report, please. Toastmaster Rita, over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, DJ Amjad. I'll just read out quickly all the timings. Sushant, 1 minute 28, Zainab, 2 minutes 15, Eshan, 1 minute 44, Suraksha, 58 seconds, Babu Narayan, 2 minutes 11, Yusuf, 1 minute 40, Ajay, 2 minutes 12, Babu Gupta, 2 minutes 2, Sharman, 2 minutes, Mono, 2 minutes 18, Anushri, 1 minute 22, Sunita, 2 minutes 2, Elios, 2 minutes 1, Jatin, 55 seconds, Dinisha, 3 minutes 5 seconds, Dushyant, 43 seconds, Eddie, 1 minutes 42, Farida, 2 minutes 30, Ruth, 1 minutes 55, Jesse, 2 minutes 15, Angelina, 1 minutes 49, Chandresh, 1 minute 52, Sumant, 1 minute 41, Chandra, 1 minute 40, DJ Mamjad, 2 minutes 38, and Toastmaster Umar, 2 minutes 02. These were the timings. I think few two were below the time and two were more than the 3 minutes, more than 3 minutes. So thank you very much, and back to you, Amjad ji, and again wishing all of you a happy new year and stay happy and healthy. And back to you.
Thank you so much, Savita ma'am. Happy New Year to you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to thank two amazing souls, Toastmaster Savita Kamath and Toastmaster Umar Farooq, for managing this show. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. With that, Pa Vasalmi, the host of this very meeting, I adjourn this session number 102, and over to you now to have fun for some times. Stay blessed. Happy New
I,
Year.
I